Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Delays and welcome back to Forever Stranded Lost Souls. In the last episode, we were working on a couple of things. We got our first little bit of Soulforged steel, which I went ahead and made a bunch more of. We'll get to that here in a moment. We've been working on the alloy kiln and getting steel from immersive engineering and all that kind of fun stuff. And we're starting to work into getting into thermal expansion or thermal dynamics or whatever you want to call it. So we have a lot of work to do. But between episodes, I did a thing. So up here, what? That was really weird. My mouse just kind of stopped. That was really strange. I have no idea what that was about. Anyways, up here, I went ahead and just started working on a little bit of an expansion and making a bunch of iron stiffened meshes, which we are then going to upgrade into, let's see, 12 diamonds will give us 2 of the diamond stiffened meshes. And I just upgraded our sifting system up here because, well, honestly, we needed to. So we're going to get some diamond stiffened meshes. I do believe this is a quest. I was looking at kind of some of the quests that we have to do. It is cool. So detect submit, we're going to get, I'm going to go ahead and get the loot chest because why not? There's no reason to get the diamond mesh. I can make them myself. Diamonds are renewable and all that fun stuff. That looks really pretty. And we have a loot chest, so let's open that. We got some compact machine walls. Cool. Alright. So, next thing to do, put those in there. We have some Soulforged steel. And with this we can make... Is there anything else in here that I really care about right now? Not really. Okay. With this we can make a Soulforged steel anvil. And this thing is kind of important. We're going to need that relatively soon. But today's episode, what we're going to primarily focus on, we're going to put that right there. And this is a bigger crafting area. And we need this to make chopping blocks, which are going to be used for making iron casings, which we'll get to after a little bit. But today's episode, what I mostly want to do is start working on getting a bunch of different machines and a new power source for thermal expansion, thermal dynamics, whatever you want to call it. Some of these, no, I guess they all are thermal. Thermal dynamics is all the pipes and stuff. Okay. By the way, I made a chisel. I didn't have enough of these factory blocks to do what I did, so I made more from other factory blocks. Chisel is just iron and a stick, so just so you guys know. I like to try not to do stuff like that off camera, but when I do want to, like, you know, say, hey, look, this is what I made type of thing. So let's think about this. We don't need the meshes anymore, so we can get rid of those. So we have, and we can also get rid of the Soulforged steel anvil. So let's get these guys off of our list. And ESD. Why is that there? Anyways, so yeah, we're going to be making a bunch of different machines today. Now, most of these do have quests related to them, which is nice, which means more stuff for us. Did that unlock anything else? Doesn't look like it did, but it might have. Probably not, though. Anyways, we need to make a bunch of these machines, and we can't make any sort of power storage yet, at least not through thermal expansion. So we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different machines, and all of these require machine frames. So we're going to need 6 blocks of iron. Have I been making those? No, of course not. So let's get 5. Do I really want to do it this way? Yeah, let's go ahead and do it this way. 6 blocks of iron. And let these guys get going. Luckily, it's really cheap and easy, so no big deal. Alright, before we do anything else, we are obviously low on iron, so let's sift just a little bit. I've got a bit of compressed gravel, so we can just do something like this and see just how much we get. Now, this is how we get emeralds, and I know I've said I don't want to do this too much on camera. I still don't, but just a little bit won't be too bad. But we need to get more iron, and I believe if we look at this sifting, so it's a 10% from flint, 30% from iron, and a 40% from diamonds. So this is going to be the best way to get all of our resources. But sometimes we want to get different things, so we'll use different meshes. So let's get this going. You know what? Let's go ahead and upgrade another one, just so it's a little bit faster. We just need 6 more diamonds and a mesh. We'll make that, and I'm going to put this one in the middle. Now, obviously, we can get all of this stuff. We could have, you know, diamond meshes for all of this if we really wanted to. I believe you can do up to a 5x5, maybe? I don't actually know. Anyways, we have our first emerald. Cool. So that's going to be super duper important later. So let's get that. We can get a little bit more iron at least. Okay. So let's head downstairs, and then we'll start making all of the different things we need. Ingot cast, iron chunks. Alright, so what all do we need? So let's just start from the beginning. And actually, I'm going to head upstairs. I need to mine more, or sift more, I guess. So we're just going to go right here, and we're going to put our 6 machine frames in the middle. So for the first one, we're going to need redstone reception coils. That is going to be a pretty common thing. So let's grab some gold and redstone. So we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So all of these require redstone reception coils, so we're going to need 6 of these. And for the innervation dynamo, we're going to need some other stuff for that, but we'll get to that later. Alright, so we need copper gears for literally all of these machines. So that is 8 copper each. Oh man, 48 copper. That should be more than enough. So if we do something like that, that should be good. We can put this stuff away for now. And let's get the copper going. The iron should be done. It is. And we're going to get a bunch of copper gears now. Alright, so now the things are going to be much different for everything else. So for the first machine, we're going to need a piston and 2 flint. We have pistons and we have plenty of flint. So pulverizer is pretty easy to get. The next machine, the phytogenic isolator. This allows us to grow crops, which is kind of cool. With power and water. It requires some dirt and aluminum gear, which we're gonna need. Can we not make that from smelting? Let's see. Can we not get liquid lumium? Lumium. No, it doesn't look like we can. So we're going to have to work on something else for that. Probably the metal press will be the easiest way to do that. And since we can get into immersive engineering a little bit more, that is going to be the easiest way to do it. We can start working on engineering blocks and all that fun stuff and make some multi-block structures, which require power and all that fun stuff. So we're going to wait on the phytogenic isolator, at least for right now. Magma crucible, nether bricks, and some sort of hardened glass. Hardened glass is, oh my gosh, it's easier to just type it out. Hardened glass, there is a bunch of different types, but the normal type is 4 obsidian and a piece of lead. Will give you 2. So we're going to need some obsidian. We're going to need some nether bricks. So I think we'll take a really quick trip to go get some nether bricks, because those are easier to harvest than anything else. And then we're also going to need the obsidian. Now obsidian is a pain to deal with. This is almost done, so you know, I'll just kind of wait for it. Is there an easy way to get obsidian? It can be pulverized obsidian, obsidian dust, any sort of thing like that. But obsidian is annoying to get unless we kill a trollager. Or get a pure daisy. With that looks awful. Okay. So igneous extruder is going to be a good way to get that. And igneous extruder is also going to require obsidian. We can also cast out the obsidian. Molten obsidian. But can we not make obsidian the normal way? That might be disabled. There is a way to find out, but yeah, we're going to need obsidian or petroleum dust, basalt's rod, and that is not going to happen. So we need to get obsidian. A cauldron from primal core, that could work. And this thing is just some iron and cobblestone. Okay, that looks easy enough. Okay, so we have the copper gears. Let's get our first machine, which is a pulverizer. Pulverizers are going to be super duper important going forward, so there's that. And I don't know if that was a quest or not. Energetic centrifuge, no. So we don't need the pulverizer per se, but having the pulverizer is going to be good. Now, I want to grab a chest, and we're going to put, actually, yeah, no, let's get another chest. And this is just going to be machines, and we're going to put the power lines as well. That's fine. So let's grab some blocks, and let's head over to the Nether Fortress, being super duper safe and careful. But we need a couple of those, you know, nether bricks, which we can just grab right here. Luckily, this is super easy, super safe. What is that? Is that coal? Nether coal. Okay, I do want to look around just a little bit in this area, because there are a couple of things we do need to get, but I don't see anything worthwhile here, so let's head back. And we are fireproof, so that's nice. Eventually we will fight some blazes, get blaze rods and all that fun stuff, but it's gonna be a while. And some stuff spawned over here, but it's probably underneath, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Anyways, let's get back to our crafting. So the Magma Crucible requires the hardened glass, so we need to get obsidian. So let's go ahead and get... so the obsidian we can get from the cauldron. Is there any other ways that are going to be easier? No, the cauldron's probably going to be the easiest. And this is iron and cobblestone. So 3 iron. So we'll have to go downstairs. We only need 2 nether bricks, so let's just keep those on us. We need to go grab that iron that I made. And hopefully we can make most of these machines today. If not, we'll just continue working on this. Whatever we don't get to, we'll make next time. It's not a big deal. So 3 iron, 2 cobblestone gives us a cauldron. And this guy we're going to put up here. We'll put him right here. Kind of tiny looking. So we need more water. Does this still have... That still has a bunch of dust. We're going to take all the dust out. We're going to stop making clay for the time being. And I have some cactus. So we're going to continue working on that. And one of these days I'll make more crucibles so that things can kind of be made faster. Have to rearrange this just a little bit, but it's not that big of a deal. Let's put the dust in here. Now, what can we get from dust at the diamond level? We can get skystone. Alright, so that is useful. We can get blaze powder. We can get all the different gardens, plus sticky resin, which is kind of nice. Emeralds, prismarine, which I don't know how useful that's going to be, for now at least. We'll kind of see. But I'm sure there's things we'll need it for eventually. Empowering and all that kind of stuff. But we're not quite ready to do that kind of work. So we'll just kind of see what all we can get out of the stuff and whatnot. But we need water. And the worst thing to get in the nether, lava. And if you couldn't tell, that was a joke. So yeah, we can grab some lava. This will give us obsidian, and then to get obsidian dust, which is what we actually need. Hold up, how does this work? Obsidian. It looks like we have to throw that on top. Okay, let's make this ladle thing. Ladle. 2 sticks. Okay. 2 of the Corify sticks, whatever they're called. We have any in there? No. We have some right here. We have exactly 2. Sneak click. Aside to see contents, sneak click top to recover. Oh. So we can get our lava bucket back. And I think I have another bucket in here. Evidently this needs a heat source. Okay. Requires heat source. There, yeah, that makes sense. So we need a heat source of some sort. Let's grab our flint and steel. And just because I'm doing this partially because where's my flint and steel? There it is. I'm just blind sometimes. I'm doing this way because it doesn't say anything about making obsidian in there. So I'm not going to try. I could, but I'm not going to try. So we're going to put this guy... I don't know. Let's put it over here. Put it right back here. Kind of out of the way. So we're going to just plug that up. Light that on fire. Put that there. Okay, so theoretically, we fill that with water. We throw the lava bucket on there. And then if we... current heat. So... do we need to have, like, a specific heat level? Or does it just take time? It might just take time. Okay, so we'll come back to that in a little bit. I'm not entirely sure how that's going to work, or if it even is. So let's do something like this. Let's go get rid of some of this stuff, and we'll come back down to that in a little bit to see if anything has changed. So, hardened glass. The next one on the list is the fluid transposer. So we need 2 pieces of glass in a bucket. Buckets, the easiest way to get those is casting. But the question is, does it have to be iron? It does. It's 6 ingots of iron? Yuck. I mean, we could use this bucket, but I don't want to yet. We also need some glass. That's not too bad. There should be some sand over here. And we just cook this up. No big deal. Can we make tiny coals? Yeah, it'll be better to do that. Okay, and then the energetic infuser requires a lead gear and some redstone transmission coils, which is just silver and redstone. So I think we can make those. Let's get 4 lead, 2 silver. Silver and 4 redstone. Alright, so this one is easy enough. We'll get this all going. You're still working. I have no idea how this works. We might try... what was it I was coming... lead into here. We might try... heat. It's higher. Okay, we retrieved the lava bucket. Already make the lead? Wow, that was quick. We can try this. And that's what I kind of figured. So can we... let's turn that off for a second. So yeah, we can't make obsidian this way. So yeah, we're going to have to make it another way. And I don't know how this thing works to know how, like, I can make obsidian. Because we can't get molten obsidian unless we smelt obsidian. Now, there is a chance that there is some obsidian somewhere in the Nether fortress. That is a possibility. Otherwise, it's going to be awful. I'm not entirely sure the best way to get obsidian. Now, what if we did the cauldron recipe the other way around? We threw in a bucket of lava. So what if we did it this way? And see how that works. Alternatively, we could extinguish that. Put some lava there. Is that better? Might be. So we'll just kind of play that by ear. We'll let that set for a while. And I'm going to leave it alone this time. So we can make the energetic infuser. Let's go ahead and do that. So 2 of those. And there we go. So the energetic infuser allows us to charge up items. So this one will go in here. We'll complete that quest later, by the way. So then the last one is the centrifugal separator, which requires some constant and a compass. So we're going to need some more iron. That is not too awful. And then Constantan, which is not that hard to get. We have the alloy kiln. We just need the other. We already have some. We just need the other stuff. So there is the compass. Put that there and those. And there's the centrifugal separator. Cool. So that allows us to separate things out and get things like cooking oil and honey drops from bees. We can also get liquid sometimes, so like pyrotheum dust will give us blaze powder and all that fun stuff. There's a lot of things we can get from this. Most of it is not that interesting, but like we can separate the enderium back out into what it is. And then with morbs, which I'm not too familiar with these guys, we can do things with that too. So we need, let's see, we have centrifugal, energetic, and pulverizer. Let's get rid of those. Energetic, pulverizer, centrifugal, innervation. Okay, so we have most of the stuff done. Can we make that into iron glass? This is interesting stuff, but I don't know anything about it. Okay, so there's 3 more machines. We should be able to make them. We have energetic. Let's claim that. We have centrifugal. We'll claim that. So now we can work towards other things. We also have portable storage. We need to make a hardened backpack. That we can do. And we will do later. So transfer nodes, not bad. Void crystals, void stone, and iron 1. That's a new reward. Kind of cool. So void stone goes in there. Iron wand can go in there, and the void crystals can go in here, because technically they all belong in there. So I'm gonna get black quartz. Sifting soul sand gives us black quartz. Alright, so I'll have to do that at some point. Let's go see if the obsidian formed or anything. Cool. So we have obsidian now. That worked. It just took a while. I like that it kind of stays in there. That's nice. Let's go ahead and put... we're going to need a bucket. So let's put the bucket cast here. And what we can do, now that we have obsidian, we're going to need 2 of our machines up and running. So let's grab the pulverizer. And we're going to put this guy down here. So what the pulverizer does is it pulverizes things. We're going to unconfigure everything. And it doesn't have any power. We need to give it some fuel. But we need to get some obsidian. And then we need to get, if we want the hardened glass, we're going to need some sort of lead pulverized as well. So we'll get a ingot of lead. and then some fuel. So let's just grab some coal blocks and a piece of lead. And then to get more iron, we might go out into the world and try to find some more iron. So let's get this going. And this is going to do its thing. And hopefully this will fill everything else up. This is really slow until it gets some power. So we'll be back to that. Let's go real quick, look and see if we can't find any iron deposits. And we can mine them, get experience and all that fun stuff. Speaking of experience, do we have enough to get like... We need 10 levels for building. Building is kind of what I want right now. This is all quartz, right? Yeah, quartz is good. But we don't need any right now. What is that down there? Let's get our sword out. Some more quartz. I think what I'll do is between episodes, I'm going to do a bunch of sifting of various types and whatnot, so that we can hopefully next time... Ooh, some diamonds. Can I mine these? I can. Cool, 4 free diamonds. I'm going to work towards getting diamond meshes, enough diamond meshes for all the stuff we need. There's some iron right in the middle of that lava. You know what? We can kill that lava a little bit. Let's do that. There's also some coal here. Don't care about that. Eventually we'll come back and get like a lot of the cobalt. That's lapis. But a lot of like cobalt and stuff like that, because that's super useful. Alright, so we're going to just do one of these. And that should kill the lava there. We're going to kill the lava here as well. By which I mean we're going to just kind of prevent it from making an awful, awful mess everywhere. So we can get around here a little bit easier, because there is something down there, right there. I think that might be prosperity ore. Which would be really nice to have. But yeah, there is a little bit of nether iron ore. So a little bit of iron. And that is always good. But yeah, the really nice thing is we are immune to fire. So we don't have to worry about that. We aren't immune to taking damage from things like the blazes and blazing juggernauts and all that fun stuff. So we do still need, and fall damage. So we still need to be careful. But there's a lot of coal here. We can do a little bit of work against enemies. I'm gonna take this redstone. And real quick, before we lose anything, we're gonna get another building so we can start working on getting power. Yeah, what is that? Or is that dimensional shards? I think that might be dimensional shards. Yeah. Can't mine it yet. Okay. Anything else down here we want? Not really. Okay. Let's head back up to the base. And hopefully the pulverizer has some power, so that it will go decently quick. And we can get all the stuff we want. And finish this episode off with some actual progress. Alright, I do need to be careful, make sure there's nothing like ambushing us or anything like that. There's something up. No. Uh-oh. Yeah, that was a mistake. we have pretty good armor, actually. We actually killed an Enderman. That was terrifying. But we actually did it. Cool. He didn't destroy us completely. Whew. I kind of forgot how to talk there for a little bit. Endermen are scary because they teleport you to them if you're not careful. So there is the 6 iron. You know, I can go ahead and use that. So we're going to make another bucket. We can also put that there. And this is for the fluid transposer. And then the nether bricks with the hardened glass. And then the only one we can't make yet is the last one, the phytogenic isolator. So that is unfortunate, but we'll get there. In order to get lumium, we're going to need some of this stuff anyways, so it's not that big of a deal. So let's get rid of the hardened glass. Yeah, so this makes pulverized lead. Unlock that slot, please. And then we can do everything. So the phytogenic isolator, we need lumium. And to get lumium, we need lumium blend, which is 10 dust, silver, and glowstone. And that is not too awful to get, but we're going to need the fluid transposer as well as the magma crucible to do it. So that is the last machine that's kind of a pain to make, and we'll focus on that next time. I'm going to get some stuff together for that. But there is the magma crucible, and I believe that is also a quest. So yeah, 2 more quests done. We'll get 2 more loot chests. Now we desperately need the fluid transposer for later to get to the overworld. But now we can work on, we can get lumium, and with the 8 lumium, we can do other stuff. So I'm going to put this stuff in here for now. We have 2 loot chests. Let's go ahead and open these. Bones, that's not bad. And some hoppers. That's okay. Alright, I have too much of something. We can get the andesite. We can get the stone out of there, actually. If we want to get chopping blocks, which we'll need, it's what, 6 stone? And that way we can put the hardened glass in there and be done. Cool. Lots of work to do, but getting there. And before we end the episode off today, we're going to, make the chopping blocks, because why not? I have a funny feeling that's going to break at some point. But let's go ahead and make this innervation dynamo, which this guy is really useful because we can get power from redstone, and it's a lot of power. We can get infinite redstone from our sifting, so it makes sense. We need electrum gears, 2 electrum gears, and let's just make sure we can actually make those. Yes, we can cast those out. And then we're going to need some Constantin. Let's make sure. Okay, doesn't look like we have any of the stuff, so we need 8 electrum gears, which means, is it 4 gold and 4 silver, and then another piece of silver with 4 redstone, or 2 redstone rather, 1 and 3, and that's everything. Cool. And we can make this guy. Now the problem is we can't actually place him. We need 19 building to place this guy, the innervation dynamo, so that is unfortunate. Let's make another bucket. It's always good to have 2 buckets. And then once this is all done, you go ahead and make the innervation dynamo. So we'll just put that there. Electrum. I'll let it convert before I do too much more. And then, yeah, we'll be able to do a lot of cool stuff. So I am going to get rid of everything else because we've made everything else. We get our second bucket. We should be able to get these 2 gears and then get a really powerful power source. Better than this guy. This guy's not bad, but it's better than this guy. You know what? We're going to break these guys. And let's start placing some of these machines. Mostly because I don't use the auto hammers. We might eventually, but I don't currently, so not really something I care about. Let's get all this stuff out and place it in here. So we're going to want Magma Crucible and Fluid Transposer, definitely. These are 2 of the more important machines. And let's go ahead and make the Dynamo. So the Magma Crucible and then the Fluid Transposer. This guy we want to get stuff from there and output from there. So for example, if we wanted to make Lumium, we would just put glowstone into the Magma Crucible. It would Magma Crucible, melt it down, and then we could put a bucket in here to collect it. So that's kind of the idea. One of these days we'll be able to place this guy, but not yet. So I think that's going to be it for today's episode. I am going to work between episodes getting a bunch of materials, just sifting for a while. Expect 100% to see this entire thing be diamonds, diamond meshes that is, and yeah, next time we will make the phytogenic isolator and the iron casings, just to do quest type stuff and just do whatever quest we can get our hands on. And then one of the other things we're going to need to do is start working towards the light engineering blocks. All of these guys we're going to have to start making iron mechanical tools. We will want to get an engineer's workbench, which I think is a quest. Yeah. So we'll want that. Engineer's workbench, which is pretty easy. It's just treated wood. Wow, I can speak. And so there's a lot of things we need to do, but for the most part, it's not going to be too difficult. Our coke oven should still be running, and yeah, this is full of creosote oil, so we need to get some of this out. And I would love to have some sort of storage, but that seems to be difficult. We have our first block of steel from immersive engineering, so that's really nice. But yeah, so we've got a lot of work to do, but yeah, next time we will start working a little bit more into immersive engineering, as well as whatever else we can find, to be honest. So that's the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!